I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
So you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. Third degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring. I'm so boss, we're not the same. Paid the cost and kept the change. Now I'm walking Hall of Fame. And I reside in the cloud. Grand wishes with these bitches. Taking pictures with the crowd, and I'm out.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Peace, blessings, glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. Happy Tuesday, folks. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with your boy, one of the hardest working brothers on these here social media streets, man. You see me everywhere. I'm not playing all this year. I said I was going to be on their helmet, and I meant that. Rain, sleet, or snow, I'm going to be on y'all ass. Straight up. I done dropped bomb after bomb after bomb all year, and we're not stopping. Shout out to my poets, writers, content creators, producers, rappers, artists. I'm trying to get some interviews in. I'm trying to get some more highlights and some more love out there. I'm trying to support the people. Holler at me if you're trying to get your brand out there more, if you're trying to get some more motion. It's just a little old channel for right now, but eventually it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be one of them days where all of this conversation is going to be completely different. I promise you. And the same people who didn't see, they're going to be calling and they're going to wish they was locked in. I got two stories that I want to talk about. We're going to get this DreamCon stuff out the way first. Then I'm going to get on the streaming university helmet too, because I'm not really a big fan of it. That's just personal preference. I'm going to bring up this first clip. Actually, there's going to be two. I never knew who this person was. Camryn Lavin. I hope I pronounced it right. Probably didn't. I apologize. But the first clip I'm going to play, it triggered a lot of folks, especially my anime lovers, my people who's into Dragon Ball Z like myself, and they didn't like what this person had to say. And then, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care about your sexuality or not, but I know there's a twist to this. I thought it was just a regular person. Nah, it's a little deeper than that. So, let me shut up. Bring this up here. Play this first one. Then I'm going to the second one because she, whichever one you prefer, stuck their foot in their mouth with this comment and then tried to backpedal and make a case for what they said. Anyway, let's roll the footage.
I don't be doing the anime shit. That shit weird. That anime shit weird. Okay, wait. Why I came to stream because hella people come and stream.
See, this is exactly why we need to gatekeep anime and anime spaces, because I'm asking the same question. Why are you there? And I get it. DreamCon isn't only about anime, but saying that is like saying you're going to a football game for a hot dog and then calling everybody who's wearing a jersey weird. The main attraction is the football game. Just like at DreamCon, the main attraction is anime. And it'd be one thing if she said it's not her favorite, but she's interested and open-minded to it. But no, she said it as such. She was trying to clown people for liking it. And if you were an anime fan before the great anime shift, you know exactly how she said it, with the exact tone and cadence and exact words. Somebody found out that you like anime in class, and that's exactly how they would say it. And this exact same thing happened last year or the year before, and y'all didn't learn. Why do y'all keep going to these spaces for clips and views? There's so many other places that you can go, but you want to go to an anime space just to call anime fans weird. Like, bruh, go home. You paid money to be there. This is 100% a voluntary decision that you decided to do yourself. You don't have to go. Nobody forced you. If you think it's weird, why'd you even show up in the first place? But y'all let me know.
Excellent question, sir. Very good question. There's so many things wrong with this. For starters, everybody has preference, hobbies, goals, ambitions, dreams, pastimes. Phrase it however you want. You like jet ski, you like to jump off buildings, bungee jump. What's your poison? Pick it. There's plenty of them. Nobody's staring at you, following that, pointing at you like you're this, you're that, because you know how many times I scroll up and down social media and I see people doing different things. Some people enjoy dance videos with their family and their girlfriends. Some people like to build stuff with their loved ones. Some people like to engage with their kids on TikTok. Some people like to jump out of planes. I seen a video the other day where a man and a woman was having lunch or dinner on the side of a mountain. Yeah, you got your opinion. We all think certain stuff might not really fit into our lifestyle. If it's not your thing, cool. Nobody's judging you for it. Nobody's chastising you for it. But to be a streamer, and this is the kicker for me, to be a streamer, and to be a streamer who doesn't even know what they are, because we're going to keep it a whole buck. You don't know if you're a man or a woman. How are you going to judge anybody? You should be the last person to have smoke for a single soul. I promise I'm going to do my best. Robin, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try not to curse. It might slip. It's going to. I guarantee you, because y'all be doing too much. You don't even know if you are a Deer Park bottle, a number 2 pencil, but you want to take your millions and your millions of fans that connect with you because apparently you're living in your truth, so they can relate to it. You want to take your audience to a platform that is for a group of people who enjoy a different form of literature. Anime and everything else that's attached with DreamCon has its own format that is specific to them. Why would you go there? What's the point? I can think of a few reasons. It's going to be the same thing I say about the streamer university stuff. Yeah. Clicks, views, likes, rage baiting, trolling, algorithm. You want a conversation to revolve around your name so that the impressions reflect and generate an audience that you did not have before, ultimately bringing in a new stream of revenue. That is what we are really doing here. You know how long I have been on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Rumble, all these different apps? I've seen just about everything that you can possibly see on the internet. The animal lovers, the feet fetish lovers, people getting high on Elmer's glue, all types. I've seen all of it. There's nothing I haven't seen. There's nothing that you can surprise me with. Humans will do everything within their power to get an audience. If it don't apply, let it fly. I've seen people go into stores, get on a train station platform, set up microphones and speakers, and then have gay music playing in a resounding echo throughout the entire station, just to get people to look around uncomfortable. Going into the Walmart, going into Target, people going around with this app that they use on your phone that makes it look like you've known the person all your life. You've never seen them a day. I've seen it all. And I ain't knocking nobody back. Get your money however you want to get your money. For real. I have limitations on it though. Like I draw my line at animal sex. I draw my line at OnlyFans models, and things of that nature, like the violence and I have my limitations with certain shit. I got a dark humor. I laugh at a lot of it, but for me personally, if I got to do all of that for validation, for attention, or to prove to somebody that lives in Alaska that my opinions or my gifts mean something to you, I'm not going through all that. You are a confused he, she, woman, man, cardboard box. I don't know what you are. You confused as hell. And I got to play this other clip because you went there with a crew, with a camera, probably expensive. Everything that you presented on your destination was intentional. You know exactly what you were doing when you ventured off into that place. But I got another clip that I want to play. She trying to do damage control. Hold up. Is it this one?
I was aware of.
Let me bring this up on a big screen. I just think it's funny. Hold on. Because you would my thing is like, I'm pretty sure you were already educated a tad bit on what you were getting yourself into. I've never been to a Comic-Con or none of that. I want to go. I know somebody once upon a time, they ventured to it. I think they chill. Yeah, a lot of them are probably freaky as hell, but most of them folks are pretty cool, man. And that's another thing I want to address too. Calling these people weird. Yeah, you said weird. You, the one who don't know who you are. Are you Michael Jackson? Tina Turner? Stone Cold? A Pop-Tart? What do you identify as, my nigga? Hold on. Let me go ahead and play this real quick though. Let's hear what you guys say. Maybe I can let off you. Hold up.
I was aware of actually a lot about DreamCon and that there is anime. I actually came up to a lot of people and asked about their costumes and everything and what they were wearing, who they were, because I'm not hip to stuff like that. So that's mostly why I personally wanted to come on here. And actually my experience, I actually had a great time at DreamCon, like a great time. Talking to other people, other creators, people that had to do with the DreamCon stuff. I met a lot of people. There's a lot of good things. I ran into a lot of people that took pictures of me, had some conversations. I also saw some people in the TikTok comments talking about when they saw me, they could tell I was giving off that type of vibe, which I don't appreciate because I was going, when people came up to me or if there was anything to do with cameras or anything, I was nice and I was asking about DreamCon. I did not come to DreamCon to take anybody's space away, to hate on anybody. I would never do that. I was aware of actually a lot about DreamCon and that there is anime. I actually came up to a lot of people and asked about their costumes and everything and what they were wearing, who they were, because I'm not hip to stuff like that. So that's mostly why I personally wanted to come on here. And actually my experience, I actually had a great time at DreamCon, like a great time. Talking to other people, other creators.
Yeah, sounds nice and 30. Matter of fact, hold up, let me show y'all this real quick. This little portion, I don't know if you can see that where my icon is. If I blow it up, right there.
I don't be doing the anime.
My bad.
I was aware of actually a lot about.
Shut up. You already heard it.
I don't be doing the animation.
Wait a minute.
Well, since we on,
I don't be doing the animation.
well, since we on Daisy, let's.
I was trying to go to the part where basically there was a message. Somebody came for him about her comment in the other clip. And she tried to respond with I didn't come there with the intentions on doing this or doing that. that wasn't what I was trying to do. Well, why did you say it? Exactly. Exactly. She knew exactly what was going on. Let me tell you something. If they there are some people that are delusional as hell and they don't realize that what they say can and will be used against them in the court and laws of social media. There's other people. If you're if you're a streamer, podcaster, content creator, you make videos, you react to stuff, if you sit on panels, if you cut, edit, if you sing, if you write, if you produce, you know exactly what happens when you take your digital footprint and you put it on the app. You have a expected result, or you are experimenting to see what works and what doesn't. You're doing research. Either you've already done the research or you came with an idea and said, this might be interesting to try out. Either way, people like her, nah, you already knew what it was. That's why that last clip of her talking about she hung out with the people and she took pictures with them and this, that, and the third. Yeah, no, you had an objective. You completed your objective. Your objective was to trigger people. Your objective was to get folks to pull up to your platform to see what you got going on. And the best way to do that is to get under people's skin. It's no different than a title being involved with a white man saying something or an Asian man saying something about a black child or some stuff like that. You know, you're going to be angry as hell. Everybody in the audience, wherever you're watching from, you're going to like, share, repost. You're going to comment. You're going to argue with your mamas and cousins and everything. They use emotional triggers to generate or get the algorithm on their side.
Well,
That's it.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.
I understand the game, the strategy. I respect it. I'm like, but I don't believe none of that. I think you believe that they're weird. I don't think you actually like them people. And the other part that I wanted to jump into was for you to you for you to have even said what you said the first time in your whole life is Comic-Con. Your whole existence is DreamCon. It's ironic as hell to me. It is. She's definitely two-faced. I need to come up with something. Megatron, Autobots, suit up. Yeah, you know exactly what you were doing. Rage baiting 101. You one of the most confused people. You know how many people right now online are doing the exact same thing that you're trying to demonize them for? They like anime. I like anime. If I want to dress up like a Mortal Kombat player, I will do it. If I want to dress up like Frosty the Snowman, I will do it. What? Who are you to say anything? That's the weird part. I don't even know if you got your penis anymore or not, or if you spinning like YouTube don't come for me. I don't know if you got your manly parts anymore, or if you spending the rest of your life taking pills and hormones and having surgeries to keep that gate from closing in every other month. But you got the nerve to call some. You got somebody. You got to call somebody weird.
Cut it out.
Look, folks, man, love what you want, like and enjoy what you want. It's not my or the next person. We can have our opinions. People have plenty of opinions about what I do and all that, and that's cool. I'll just block you and keep it moving. I say God bless and keep it moving. You're not for me. I'm only here for a specific group of people. That's fine. But you can't get on social media and then do what you did and then expect that you wasn't going to get no pushback about it. And then you're trying to cover it up and disguise it. Notice that she said whatever, you're a whole contradiction. Because in that second clip, you said you really didn't know, but then you also said you did research. So which one is it? Did you do the research or do you just not know? Maybe you shouldn't have just opened your mouth at all. Fortunately for you, this ain't really that big of a deal. This ain't cancer or cancel worthy. You can bounce back from this. People will forget about it at some point. I tell you what, it didn't make me want to go investigate your channel. You didn't get a new follower or nothing like that from me. I'm not into what you do. That's preference. But you'll be all right. But don't play in our face like we dumb. All this was strategic. All of it. Look, man. I want to go to this second portion. Streamer University. Let's go to Streamer University. I've been waiting for this one. Casanat and a bunch of popular streamers, I guess they have this set up for other popular creators or upcoming streamers that they want to help get more motion on social media. And I'm old school. I'm not from this generation. From the clips and the things that I have observed and spoke on, I don't understand what y'all like about it. I don't. The last reaction video I did on Streamer University was on a woman who actually left her child in the car for 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, so that she could potentially be a part of Streamer University. When they had that long line out there, everybody was trying to get in there. It looked like they were going to a Chris Brown concert, the way that everybody was just, you had a grown woman leave her kid in the car. The kid left out the car, went into the building to look for the mother. The mother got arrested. You're a grown woman. What you trying to do on Streamer University? I thought Streamer University was for teenagers and a different group of adults that were raised on social media. I don't know. Either way, I'm not a big fan of Streamer University, and I have reasons for that. This is one of that I'm going to bring up here. Let's get to that one, matter of fact. I don't know who Dream Doll is, but you'll see her in this video. She's 34 years old. In this property with teenagers, mind you, these are not all grown men. Some of these youngins are in their teens, like 17, 16. And look at this. Like, hold up. Let me find that real quick. All right, it's this one. It's a 14-second one. Then I'm gonna go to the other girl. So this is what y'all doing over there. I'm gonna let it run one more time. I might have to. YouTube. It's not that bad. It's bad, but it's matter of fact, I'm not even going to run it back, because if y'all want to see it, run it back. I'm not even about to mess with them. I'm not going to tempt fate. What I will do is I will fast forward and I will try to blow it up full part. All right, that might work. Let's try that.
Well, since we on Daisy, let's.
I'll just let it stay here. The shorty in the back with the pink, with her, she basically was in lingerie. It looked like she was getting ready to go to bed, or she was about to get her back blown out. She's 34 years old. She's bouncing, clapping it up. Man, you in a room full of kids. Maybe a handful of them, maybe one or two of them are grown, but you're in there with kids. What are you doing? What are you doing? And it take me back to another clip that I had. I can't play it here. It's too violent. A bunch of teenagers, bunch of they barely 18. They in a cafeteria. It's a Royal Rumble. Everybody in there running around fighting and just recording. It's nothing but a melee of idiocy. It's just a place of, it's a high school for adults. That's all it is. Let me play this. I want y'all to hear what she had to say though. I don't know who Dream Doll is. I've never heard of her.
Well, since we on Daisy, let's get on to Dream Doll, because at this point they in the same waters on the same boat. Hello, the fact that you on a live stream where young and was watching you, just a disregard for other people and no self fucking respect. You knew as a grown ass woman when you put that pajama set on that you didn't put it on correct. You know as a grown ass woman at your big ass age you didn't button that pajama set up. When you was standing there jumping up and down as a woman, as a girl, as a female, you felt your fucking titties going up and down. Like you felt the recklessness that came behind that behavior you proceeded to present to the people on the street. Like you knew, you could feel the air coming in that motherfucker. You felt your shirt going left and right. They wasn't connected. They were not together. That motherfucker was going this way. The other one was going that way like a motherfucking cake. So as a woman, you didn't even have enough respect to stop, to correct your behavior. Then everybody talking about, oh, why ain't nobody say nothing? You gotta let a hoe be a hoe. What was that girl, that grown ass woman has a whole child. She knew her motherfucking shirt wasn't buttoned up. That wasn't shit for them girls to have to correct. She wanted to do that. That's what she felt comfortable doing. But it be bitches like you that you can't have no men around, because bitches like you are not girls, girl. You are male-centered. You have no self-respect for yourself, let alone the people that are in the room. Because I'm never, even if I'm carrying on in a certain way, I'm not going to do that in front of nobody's man, because I have enough respect for other people too, not just myself. And it just shows that you young bitches just is reckless as fuck. And it makes sense on why Dream Doll don't even have a baby daddy. He never resurfaced, because bitches just be out here giving it out because they have whole mentality and whole ways. And that's just what it is. So queen bitches like that, you don't need to be around, let alone have your man around, because bitches like that don't have a home and ain't never going to have one.
Shut up. 34 years old. That's what's representing y'all generation. Well, she's closer to my age group, but that's what's out here. I think all the good women are kept up. I think all the good women are either married, engaged, minding their damn business. They nowhere in the street. They're not talking to me, you, or nobody. They getting their life together. They protecting their spiritual essence and everything else. One of the issues I have with Streamer University is what it represents. You might think it's entertaining. I think it's a breeding ground for Sodom and Gomorrah. Straight up. Sex, drugs, violence, and a bunch of people trying to compete with the next person on who is the biggest star, who's the biggest streaming star, who can retire without having to do a 9 to 5. Most of their content is about 20 versus 1s, and getting a group of 304s in one setting to fight over the biggest idiot in the world that's willing to spend thousands of dollars on used, overrated, viscous innards, tattooed from head to toe. They come in all shapes and sizes and all ages. They be coked out. Half of them coming in slings. Body parts be disproportionate. All type of surgeries. No love for themselves. A lot of these content creators, they looking for love and validation in the wrong places. The audience that they are trying to entertain is overly sexual, depressed, lonely. They have no identity whatsoever. They glued to the internet. No direction. I don't knock streaming. I don't knock a lot of y'all making bread. Y'all good at these. Was he cheating videos? Is she loyal test? Y'all do have some decent stuff out here. I'm not gonna hold you, but for the most part, I'm not really sold on it. And then you as a grown woman, 34 years old, flopping around with your, how does anybody respect that? If I stop streaming right now and I went on TikTok or I started scrolling on Instagram, I guarantee you. Matter of fact, put it this way. I was on TikTok right before this stream, right? I say probably like an hour. I came across 5 or 6 different videos. And guess what? A solid 4 of those videos were about either are black men scared or intimidated by women who can lead, or the conversation was about why do black men have issues with black women dating white men, or it was a conversation about why do black women have issues with listening to I lie to you not. Matter of fact, I can scroll right now and they having the same talking points as we speak. It's an ongoing everyday cycle. People are trying to figure it out. They're either trying to figure it out or they just refuse to listen or believe what men are saying or vice versa. It's endless. That market will never go anywhere. And my point is, while you have women who are having these conversations and they're asking these men these questions, you got this 34-year-old grown woman on Streamer University clapping her cheeks in an Uncle Luke uniform. So, ladies, how does it feel? You fighting for equality, you want healthy love, you want to be heard, you want to have these real, honest, transparent discussions with grown men. All the while, everything that you're trying to undo that is toxic, go on the internet, and then you see women like her constantly making it more difficult for you to get across what you're trying to get across. That would be frustrating. It's no different than me speaking on the violence in the neighborhoods and all that. And then you got rappers that get glorified for celebrate the struggle of it or having it up here like it's something to be branded over. And I'm glad you brought that up. I am. I was thinking about that. I kind of forgot to mention it, but I'm glad you did because I would say it's safe to assume that most of us are in our devices more than we're in our actual TV. It went from like the 8-track tape. Some of y'all too young. Y'all don't know about the 8-tracks. We went from the 8-track tapes, the VHS, the cassette, the CD, the MP3, Now everything is digital. The big ass box TVs that used to sit on the floor with the antennas, now your flat screens come out the wall, they come out the floor. You can say abracadabra. I don't think anybody's watching TV anymore. I think everybody now is in their cell phone. Everything that you need is there. The transformation just gradually evolves over time. Another 10, 15 years, we probably will be looking at TV through our own eyes. You're going to have the contact lenses and shit that you can put in your eye, and you can just blink and think. Like they already got certain things set up the way you can. I need to post that video too. A former NFL player, he came down with something called ASL, and he talks with like his mind or something. I don't know how to explain. I'm gonna have to upload that tomorrow. My man, with his mind, he looks at a screen, like they put something in him where he can look at the screen and like it speaks through him. Technology has came a long way, man, a long way, and God bless him and his family, his wife a real one, because she been with him through all that. I can't imagine. You can't do nothing. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. It's called ASL. It's a rare disease. It's hard to predict if you'll ever get it or not. But he took that on the chin. My point is, we don't look at entertainment the same anymore. A pastor was speaking and said we are so desensitized because if you scroll social media long enough, you feel 5 to 10 different emotions at once. And I know for a fact that at some point soon, I'm going to have to take another break off of Twitter and all that, because you be on one post, it'll be about a family of 3 murdered. Then you scroll to the next post, it's a girl giving fellatio to a lollipop or ice cream cone, and she pretended like it was an accident and she slipped up and fell on it. Then you go down another clip, 5 to 20 scientists done went missing. Then you go down one more, then it's a clip about how women don't value men. Then you go down another one. You get my drift? It depends on your timeline, your algorithm. Social media, man, it got people feeling all types of ups and downs, highs and lows. Matter of fact, I might have to, once I get over here, I'm not getting back on the internet tonight. I'm gonna have to stay off that shit. I done laughed, been angry, depressed, tempted. I don't even drink or smoke no more. It's too much going on. Streaming University is not a real representation of Black excellence. It's not an upgrade from TV. It's not an upgrade on entertainment. That woman should be ashamed of herself. The fact that your name is Dream Doll should be embarrassing. You 34 years old. Your counterparts, your sisterhood is out here trying to undo your foolery. The whole time you up here clapping your cheeks in front of 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds, allegedly, not really. They over here fighting to be heard, to be taken seriously, to heal, to break cycles. Right. What are we doing here, man? Decades of ego. Decades of ego. Pride. If it wasn't for the household being broken, and it wasn't for the lack of community, like y'all don't sit at the table with your family no more, you don't talk to each other no more, you spend more time staring at the phone than you do actually have a conversation. If it wasn't for all of that stuff dissipating out of our life, we wouldn't be here. We would be here, but it wouldn't be this bad. Period. Of course, these are just my thoughts and my opinions. What do I really know? Nobody's seen anything wrong with this, though. Because if this was a dude and he was walking around shirtless in his drawers, smacking his dick around on the girls' asses, or smacking them on their cheeks, or whatever freaky stuff they do, if he was doing that, y'all would have canceled him. He would have been off TV for life. He would be working at McDonald's. Y'all would want him to be registered as a sex offender. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But because it's a woman displaying such horrible characteristics, you're trying to cover and protect her. I'm glad at least this one right here said what needed to be said, though. Because you'll have the stragglers that don't see nothing wrong with it. She called her out. That is definitely 304 behavior. You're not a princess. You're not a queen. You can't be taken serious. Why would any man respect you? How dare you think that you're bigger and better than me when I don't give a damn if I'm not on Streamer University. I don't care if I don't have 1 million subscribers. I don't give a damn. Like, you prostituting yourself out. Yeah, you are. You do realize that there are things that you had to do to get on that platform. It ain't no different than any other stage on YouTube. Unless you actually friends with these people, or you can generate a substantial amount of money that's transferable through an influx and increase of followers, you're no benefit. So you passing along something. You definitely giving up something. We're not dumb. You ain't just doing this for free. Casa not. I don't really know where I stand with that. I don't think he's a representation of the brotherhood or men in general. He's good at entertaining people. He's good at bringing in an audience. He's broken records. Okay. He's found a niche that works for him. Niche, however you want to pronounce it. So as I Show Speed. But for some reason, I just can't I can't give him credit for being an inspiration for righteousness. I can give him all the flowers in the world for being a successful streamer and things of that nature. When it comes to cultivating healthier relationships, being a role model for the minds that tune into his streams for 2, 3, 4 hours straight, you're not going to get that from me. Sorry. Then maybe like it sounds like I'm hating. I'm not. I honestly wish someone could give me a real, honest, no BS, no political answer as to what's the benefits of streaming university. Someone, anyone, help me out. What are the real benefits of it? What has it done to move us forward? What has it done to educate us? To have us be taken more serious? Because when I look at platforms like that, I put myself in the minds of adults, white, green, brown. I look at the behaviors and I ask myself, I have an idea on how to suppress and keep them in a loop of failure. They just, thank you. Y'all just showed me how to keep y'all poor or to keep y'all from sitting where we are. Thank you. Thank you, 34-year-old Dream Doll. Thank you, Kai. We're going to use you to keep the rest of y'all under control so you never surpass us in anything. Because you think that your level of reach and your level of success is the measuring stick for Black people. Congrats. Y'all continue to hold on to that. Yeah, I'm cool on it. Like maybe I'm just older. I don't watch the same stuff anymore. And you remember, I don't know if y'all old enough. You remember when you used to get the TV guide in the mail? The newspaper, like it was an actual pamphlet. And you had to manually go by the pamphlet, the time and everything. It wasn't like it updated every 30 minutes. No, every Sunday you got that pamphlet, and that was the lineup for the week, for the month. If you missed the show, you missed it. That was it. That's what I come from. This right here, nah, man. Y'all got Patreons. I gotta pay to see what I could go on XXNN or Pornhub. I can go on there for free and see that and get more. I don't have to. Come on, man. Yeah, for real. For real. We get your bars off though. But you look stupid. All of you, especially at 34-year-old. See, it's sad to see the teenagers crashing out doing it. You expect it from them though. But you 34 plus, and that's your dream. That's your goal in them. Nah, man. Sorry. Leave me alone. Ma'am, you up here clapping cheeks. Clap. The drinks just all, come on, man. Looking like Kamala up there. Rest in peace to Big Vis. You up there like Kamala up there. Earthquake. You should know better than this. I don't want to hear nobody get offended when a brother speaks on a sister about certain stuff and pretend like they don't know why we are speaking on it, as if it's just some random thought that popped up in our head and we're hallucinating about what we observed. I just played it for you. All you got to do is go back and watch it, or all you got to do is type it in. Every clip, every video that I've put up here on this YouTube channel here is to show you how different we are, but how similar we are in so many ways. And that the hypocrisy and the contradictions exist everywhere, especially with women. But y'all don't like to be held accountable. Have the same smoke, the same energy for her as everyone else. That's all I'm saying. So, recap. Camryn Lavin, Camryn Lavin, however you pronounce it. We see you. I applaud the strategy. It was very smart. You don't like anime people. You're not their friends. You said exactly what you meant at the beginning of the clip. And the second one was a PR controlled stunt. You're trying to protect your brand, trying to reach a bigger audience. And you don't even know who you really are. You're the most confused one. You're dressed up like something every day that you're not. And you got the nerve to say something to somebody else.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But I'm going to leave you alone. Because at least you did fake apologize. Even though I don't believe it. As far as the streamer university stuff, it's not my cup of tea. To each his own. I believe streamers or influencers like Casanai and them, you could be doing more. All of that is a waste of money. That money could go into something else. Why don't you help my dear brother out and get that school running? Dr. Umar. Go help Dr. Umar out. Get that school running. Matter of fact, why don't you open up a couple more? Let's do that. Let's get some more black schools. Why everything got to be about running around after a female? or running around after gold and diamonds and cars and necklaces, shoes. Build a library. Fix up some of these homes that's been destroyed and left for dead for decades. Get some of these homeless people in these houses and off the street. What's I'm shut up. I'm shut up. Shout out to everybody, man, who pulled up. I appreciate y'all for being here. If you reposted, if you retweeted this video, I thank you. My goal ain't about the subscribers necessarily. I want that plaque. You know, that YouTuber plaque that be on the wall. I want 3 of them things, like Chef Trez. I want 3 of them things. I want to see in my background 3 of them YouTube plaques hanging up on my wall because of the work I put in. And actually, we're going to put some stuff together where the money actually works for the people and it's not actually going to the greed of our counterparts who pretend like they are here for us when they really not. But I've been in the lab all day. I'm going to chill. I got 2 shows tomorrow. I'm going to reflect. I thank God for another Tuesday evening. God bless y'all. For that, we'll chop it up with you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Be safe on the road, wherever you are. And like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not following me on YouTube or wherever you're watching from. Any view, anything that helps the algorithm put respect on my platform is appreciated highly. With that being said, do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind. Hold on a minute. Where is it?
What's the goddamn button?
Peace.
The flow insane. Take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. 3rd degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring. I'm so boss, we're not the same. Paid the cost and kept the change. Now I'm walking Hall of Fame. And I reside in the cloud. Grand wishes with these bitches. Taking pictures with the